So you got to smile at the beginning because that's when it gets the still shot. I think it's
Right.
next week.
Um, okay, thanks everyone for joining and for adding your status to the Etherpad. This is the weekly meeting for mobile support coordination. Um, yeah, if you're not talking, you can mute, that's fine. If you want to say something, you feel free to introduce yourself. Um, previous action items. Roland says he set the meeting about supported devices for Firefox for Android that we talked about
Yes.
last week.
We
Roland,
will have
thanks
a
for
meeting,
doing
Tara
that.
and I, with product tomorrow.
Yay, cool. For people who weren't here last week, that was just about, trying to get one or maybe two lists for supported devices for Firefox for Android instead of having three that get maintained separately. So thanks for doing that, Roland. That's a Q2 goal for us. So any forward progress we can make is good stuff. I found a bug on that Bluetooth issue I was seeing on 1.0.1. It wasn't reproducible. I'm still waiting for a new build, and then I will test it again to see if I can still reproduce it. So I'll give you an update on that. Um, maybe tomorrow or the next day if I can get a build. A new build of 1.0.1.
Of course, we can do it next week. We share out the meeting. Give an update.
Or I can just put it in the Etherpad.
Probably do the Etherpad.
So Naoki put some notes about the Leo builds into the Etherpad. They are working again, which is cool. And a bunch of links to what's left to fix. So take a look at those if you're interested in the 1.1 full Leo status. And he put some test information for Firefox for Android in the Etherpad also. Beta 5 for Firefox 22 testing is underway. Any comments or thoughts on this? Additional information you guys want to give for those of you? Tyler's going to send a roll up next week for x86. Cool. And Roland, you got your x86 device or something, or you have one, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's actually quite nice. It's
Is it?
yeah, it doesn't. I mean, like the Nexus 4 feels like a behemoth. Was this is the old? It's old now, so old. The Razer Eye, and it appears to be nice, like fast and compact.
Cool. And there's a stability link for Firefox for Android from Naoki too, so you can take a look at that.
It also
For
has
Fire.
BTG.
Oops, sorry. What was that, Deb?
It also has BTG stability on it as well. I've just checked for people's
That
interest.
crash kill? Oh, okay, great. Okay, tomorrow is Help Article Day. Hooray! So everyone go work on the KB. Who on this call is available to help with KB tomorrow?
I could possibly do it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could give me the banana award or whatever. Do we have awards in this call?
No.
Doing the video articles. I'm gonna try to do those tonight or tomorrow, unless someone
Try?
else beats me. Well, try. I will.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Anyone else? Any other takers? Sat Dev, I heard you. I like your idea about a handbook, by the way. I think that's cool. I'm always on board for a handbook. I've done handbooks in the past. I think they're great. Anyone else able to help with KB articles tomorrow? We sprint all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ralph, awesome. That's great. I found a couple little articles in that third list that are ready for L10N, but we don't for which we don't have Brazilian Portuguese yet. Maybe just one or two. Maybe it's just the persona one. I don't know. So I would take a look at those if you have time tomorrow. That would be awesome. Anyone else can help write a little article about Firefox OS tomorrow. I list here 6 articles that we need that would be nice to have, and 3, 6, 7, 6 articles that need some more work before we set them ready for Elton-in. We want to try to Elton-in everything by the end of the quarter. So I'll try to get all these set ready for Elton-in tomorrow, or by Friday is usually when I try to do it each week. I have a note in here for Patrick. You have a couple of articles in progress. Will you be able to finish those up tomorrow so we can make sure they get localized by the end of the quarter? I can't hear you. Are you mute?
I totally am mute.
I mean, are you muted?
I will see what I can do. The developer ones are being worked on, and then I have a few others for Firefox OS, yes.
Are you tagging those as for the Firefox OS product? 'Cause for whatever
Yes.
reason, what's that?
Yes.
They're set as Firefox OS in the topics when you go to edit the article in the description.
They should be.
Will you double check them? Because I have not been seeing them in my list,
Okay.
my dashboard. But I'm happy to help you with those because I have some links, you know, for the carrier sites that I think should go into at least one of your articles.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, that carrier article is like, maybe it's under Marketplace product instead of Firefox OS or something.
Okay.
Because I've been missing it. If you can add the links to those articles here, that would help me, at least for now, until you have time to do that. As I said, so that third list is a list of articles that were created sort of last fall or set to Elton-in, ready for Elton-in last fall before we had the Firefox OS product. So some of them, most of these also are not localized into Polish. And our Polish localizers are doing an amazing job. They're like ahead of me on on all this. So I'm not sure what to do about getting them on the dashboard. So I'm just going to announce it here that I think these don't have Polish, and it would be great to have Polish for all 5 of these articles about Marketplace and Persona. Oh, and then I meant to put in another list here from another person in the Marketplace team who reviewed all the Marketplace articles and put together a long list of things that she thinks we still need to document. So I'll put that into the Etherpad after the meeting because it's a pretty long list and we need to really knock it out soon, like tomorrow. So again, I'll say, who can help with Help Article Day tomorrow? Okay, thank you, Roland and Ralph and Patrick and Zatef. Tyler, I know you're a good Help Article writer, so
I would love to, but tomorrow I am booked with meetings from, let's see, 7 in the morning till 4.
Oh! Oh my god. That's horrible. Okay.
Yes.
Zatef, question? Comment?
Michelle, just to let you know, we're still getting a wee bit of interference on the line, it seems. When you were speaking there.
I was cutting out?
No, it's because it's coming up as Wes is speaking the same time as you here. Well, Wes's face was shown in my video.
Oh, I don't know why that is.
Maybe there's a bit of interference from his mic.
Feedback for Firefox OS. Tyler?
Okay, so pretty much read the Etherpad there. No issues on input. There's a couple things on the Geeks Phones forums. Apparently Nightly Builds broke the camera. That was fixed in bug 879478. There's some issues around GPS and sending images via Bluetooth, but we're not exactly sure what those are. Those are just passing mentions. And then input feedback of the week. Why don't you provide any help for Firefox OS phones? Please contact your provider. Isn't that you? We should try to change the wording around that or something maybe in the future, but it sounds like people aren't finding the in product help very helpful. And that was coming from a Geeks phone.
Right. So it just says user guide. I mean, it says help user guide. So I'm surprised they would say, why don't you provide any help? That's confusing.
Yep.
Okay, well, thanks for noting that. I am sure it can be better, right? The original assumption was always that we would have links to the carrier website and their phone number to call on that page. And because we are going to have multiples of all those things, we have to code it to take that off the SIM card. And that's not ready yet. So all we have is that link to the user guide, which maybe they don't think of that as help. So we could probably change that label and improve it. Okay, good stuff. Thank you for reading however many threads it took to find that one.
Most of that was on Chang, so.
Okay, thank you, Chang. I appreciate his time to do that. Hello, Andrew, welcome. Okay, Firefox for Android. Wes, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah. Dev asked me to come. Maybe he can tell me what he meant by talking about filling out bugs for mobile. I'm curious kind of what you guys need from us, if we can help at all. If you need updates on what's landing or what's broken.
Resto was just thinking, maybe you can explain like to the contributors who's watching like the stuff for developers and that would need for to find a bug, like for the steps to reduce it a bit. I'll type in IRC.
Sorry, you cut out. What?
He said he's going to type it in IRC.
Sorry, you cut out. What? Oh, I'm not in the right team.
I think he's asking if you can describe for contributors about how to file bugs on mobile.
I mean, our bug filing process is pretty much the same as desktop and Beta-Gs. We have for things and stuff. It should be pretty simple. We had someone come in yesterday or today and run into an error with don't keep activities turned on their phone and add-ons not working. And we try to push those people to go to Sumo, to you guys, to incorporate what they learn into your articles and things. To at least that guy we did, so that hopefully the next guy doesn't have to do the same problem. It would be good if we could figure out better ways to communicate with people so that they don't all hit these same problems and have to relearn the same information over and over.
Right. Or maybe he's asking maybe for if you have a template of like what a good bug has in it, like the different fields that you might fill out when you file a bug to make it most actionable by your team.
And an Android specific template in it would be good.
That's a good idea. And things like getting a log cat and stuff are hard, but if we can provide easier ways for people to give us those logs, what type of phone they're on, what version of Android they're
Yeah, and how to get a logcat if you were
using.
to try to do something like that. Like what tools you need. There's
That's
probably
all.
documentation on that somewhere that we can point
So
to.
yeah, we don't do that right now.
Would it be helpful for you guys for the bugs that you get? I mean, it sounds like it would be.
And if people are watching this recording, I can always help with the bugs too. Like you can CC me if you're uncertain, and I could try to get to the right developer. I know it can be difficult to figure out which component and whatever. Sounds like we should have two bugs, like one from development and one when people notice bugs in Kitsune. It's like, here's how to file a bug against the software that runs support.mozilla.org, and here's how to file a bug that's against the actual Android browser, right?
Right. Well, I think in general for Firefox OS, it's at least provide your environment or what you know about it.
Yeah.
If you can get like the build number or something and the device, and for Android, probably, you know, the version of Android and the version of Firefox that you're running at the very least.
And your device.
Yeah. Yes, and your device make model is helpful. Plus, the steps to reproduce. And what, you
Yeah,
know,
are there ways?
what the result was, what you expected. Go ahead, Wes.
Yeah, Michelle, is there ways to make that stuff automatically pre-fill when you start to file a bug, or do you guys have ways to do that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
We have
Maybe
a
we
couple
can
templates. We have a template for performance bugs in particular that sort of prompts you to give information similar to that if it's a performance related bug.
Okay. Yeah, it would be useful. I mean, I've always dreamt too that we would have some sort of easy way to file a bug right from your phone when you hit one. Take a screenshot, send it to us. Feedback was to kind of be that, but it's not that. It's much simpler. So maybe it's worth talking about a system like that. Do you have anything like that?
Oh, that's right. I remember there was this discussion about input in the past and being able to file a bug from that interface. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. It's fairly controversial idea.
It would be a lot of noise, I'm sure.
Yeah, it would be, right? It could potentially be tons. Oh, someone's sharing their screen. Is that Deb? Is it you? I think it usually is.
Yeah, it would be cool to like
Okay.
put that into an alternate system, like user bugs or alternate component. Then.
Yeah, well, I mean, we want to turn on, for instance, mixed content blocking on Android. And we were looking today, and there are more than a couple dozen compatibility site busted bugs. So we're probably going to turn it on for nightly and things, and it would be good to have. The idea being maybe we can see how bad the bustage is. It would be good if there was easy ways for people to tell us what broke and what didn't. Maybe just for nightly users.
Maybe just like we turn it on like a test pilot. You can file bugs for this particular thing. And here's a template. So for example, mixed content. You can file bugs. Go ahead and file bugs for mixed content. Just click and tell us the website that's not working. You know? I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, well, let's try to put some links in here to what we do have for best practices for bug filing, and consider maybe a template or something also for nightly users. Okay, cool. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate your time. come talk to us about good bug filing. And anything else mobile related that's coming that you think we should know about and support. Roland, do you want to give the rest of the update for Firefox? Video.
Am I unmuted or unmuted?
Unmuted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Unlike, well, Ebai's frozen. Oh, now Ebai's moving. We don't have a deadline for Firefox for Android, and we don't have any major articles to write for Firefox 22, luckily. But we do have a whole bunch of symbols there that people could help out. I did want to call out that we will have Firefox for Android Health Report coming in Firefox 23 or possibly 24. We're still unclear, but I believe, optimistically, fingers crossed, it'll be 23. And we will have to write articles for that. So that's just sort of my eye. And I don't have any. The current release is Firefox 21. I do not have anything to report on there other than the fact that it's really great. It's low crash rate, low problems, very smooth release. So yeah, that's my report. I don't know, Michelle, if you caught that, but we have paper cuts and simple edits to do. And just a heads up about Firefox for Android Health Report. It's coming in 23 or maybe 24.
Okay. Can you tell me what a health report is?
Oh, sorry. For those of us who don't understand or know what Firefox for Health Report is, it is a way of, I don't know what the word is. It's sort of like it monitors your Firefox and its configuration, and will allow us to see how performant, if your Firefox is performing, is fast enough, is responsive enough, and it will allow us to improve Firefox. And so I believe that the health report is in Firefox Desktop, isn't it, already? Or soon will be?
I think it is. I think
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So we're a little bit behind. A lot of features, Android is after desktop. So if you're curious about it, you probably best to check out beta, or I guess it's Aurora, Firefox Aurora 23. If you're really sort of a thrill seeker / you want to try new stuff, new features, it's awesome. Or you can check out the Firefox health report for desktop. It's a similar principle.
But where would I look on Android to find it?
I don't know. I haven't tried it lately. I don't know off the top of my head. I will.
Oh, okay.
But I think that wiki page has enough for you to figure out.
But it's not like oh, this link. I see it to the project page. Okay, cool. I'll look at that. It's not like send performance data. It's different than that.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Has anyone used this on desktop? Health report?
There is people using it. I'm not really familiar with it. There is Chang is the person to ask. They're running tests and stuff like that, and we have users and yeah.
Oh, okay. So one of the things it measures is startup time.
Yeah.
It checks out the number of plugins and add-ons. So it can tell you I think one of the things it can tell you is if a plugin is gone rogue and is slowing down your browser.
So the whole purpose of this page on desktop, I wasn't aware that it was on Android too. It's to tell you basically everything that is how your Firefox is working in general. And the idea is that this will become the to-go place to fix everything that is not working with your browser. So it will give you all the information that you need to auto identify what's not working and what's failing, so you can fix it. And we're not quite there for now. It just shows you a bunch of information that to the regular user doesn't mean much, but they want to make it more human and more friendly.
Okay, cool. And Noah put in the channel, it's about health report, all one word, is the place to go in your browser to find it. So thanks, Noah. Thanks, Ebi. That's good. That's a goodness for sure. Anything else for Firefox for Android? Other questions or comments or things that people thought of to bring up this week around support?
Nope.
Okay. Ralph, do you want to give a quick update on how things went in Spain? That's in our
Sure.
anything else list.
Yeah, sure. Um, so yeah, last week, for those who don't know, last week I went to Madrid in Spain to visit the Telefonica, uh, one of the big Telefonica offices, and help Guillermo at Telefonica, and with the help of Rosanna also, give a little bit of a workshop to the Telefonica agents and go over some of the issues that we had seen in the past and talk about possible cases and just talk with the agents a little bit so that they have a rough idea of what to possibly expect since there are no test cases yet from actual questions coming in. So we just talked about possible issues and some of the things that we've seen in the past. It was really good. Uh, we we the workshop went with the people in Colombia and in Spain also, and the agents were very happy with the training in general, and the ability to see the phone and play with some of the features. So overall, it was very successful, and it was went very well with the help of Guillermo and Rosanna also.
And how many agents participated approximately? Was it 20 or
So
something?
so I'm not sure of the exact number. I think so for the tier one in Colombia, I believe it was about 10 agents, but I'm not 100% sure. Rosanna will probably be able to give a better answer. For the one in Spain, there were, I believe, 8 agents on site, and then there were people connecting from other cities also, from Barcelona, and I believe from Valencia, and in person they were from Madrid. So there were probably, I don't know, the workshop in Spain, there were probably about 20 people, just a rough estimate.
Cool. Yeah, Rosanna said they liked the help articles. They liked being able to see all the screenshots because they very often don't get to see what the phones look like, what all the screens look like. They weren't aware of the simulator, so you use the simulator for the training to a large extent, I think, right?
Yes.
Um, cool. Thanks for doing that. And thanks for everyone for helping Ralph to practice the week prior to that in this meeting. Um, Spanish is Ralph's third language, so it was all in Spanish, so it's pretty cool that you went and did that. And I think in the last Etherpad, I linked to all the tutorials that you and Roland videoed, so people can look back at those to get a sense for what kind of stuff you were talking about. It would be great to also have similar tutorials in English and of course also Brazilian Portuguese eventually. So, um, so maybe we can go through and um, sort of script out what those 5 or 6 tutorials were. Questions about the call center agent training? Okay. Whoa, sorry. Okay. I think Satdav put a note in here about being on Air Mozilla in July. Yeah, maybe sometime in late July. I would be willing to go on Air Mozilla, and I don't know if we should do every meeting, really, but maybe one brown bag meeting. We've always talked about wanting to do a brown bag, so I think that's totally appropriate. Go ahead, Seta.
Well, I put once every 2 months in it, and then it gives like new contributors a chance to join in.
Okay, once every 2 months.
For on,
Okay.
or once a month, what would be better for you guys? For everyone.
Once a month, I don't know if that might be too much, but we could try it one time, see how it goes. So, but definitely not till after July. What else was I thinking of? Oh, and you said we should change the meetings to bi-weekly. That's fine too. We can certainly do it on the help article week if you like. Next week, we will have a new Firefox OS support strategy lead joining the team, Hermina Kondai. We'll introduce her on Monday's community meeting. So she's going to take over lead strategy from me. And so she'll start driving some of that going forward, and we can work with her on what she would like to do for a cadence of meetings also. But bi-weekly is probably a good plan since we've been meeting weekly for almost, I don't know, 9 months now. Yes, we can do that. We can introduce her next week here if you like.
But we're still going to have this meeting next week, right?
If you would like to, absolutely. Yeah, we can.
I think it would be good to introduce Hermina, right? And then
yeah,
we can do it every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can see if she'd rather go every week for a little while she ramps up. That might be helpful to her, right? Yeah, I'm always happy to just keep a weekly meeting so that we keep our momentum, as you say. Oh, there was one other thing I thought of that I should mention, but maybe it was just Hermina joining us. Anyone else have? Oh, Fear, you agree with once per week is good? Okay. So it sounds like more people want once per week than bi-weekly set dev. Let's see what. Oh, phones. Andrew, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, Andrew.
Oh God, Geeks phones, contributor phones. We're finally starting to get some action on this, you guys. Thanks for your immense amount of patience. I mean, I think I just ordered these very early. Yeah, Noah, thanks. He's channeling it to me through IRC. I'm not even reading IRC, but that's helpful. Yeah, so the phones are coming. We have the allotment. Oops. Who's that joining? Must be someone on the phone unmuting.
It's where's Michelle, by the looks of it.
Oh, it's Fear.
Is it?
I think Fear just had like a feedback moment. It was because I said the phones are coming. It was like his mic blew up. So yes, we have them in California finally, and they're starting to go through the tickets I've filed in the tool to get them shipped out. So I will let you guys know as soon as I hear from the people who are deploying them that they've gone out and get you the FedEx tracking number. So they should be coming soon, just in time for the end of the quarter. I will do, yay. I'll just send private message to you guys about it as they come through. Will they work in the UK? Well, they should. You should be able to
They
put,
should. They work in Europe, so
yeah.
should be fine.
Yep. See, usually that's the first thing I talk about, but it's better to have it at the end because then by that time everyone has joined the meeting who cares about this. Okay, other questions on that? On Geeks Phones? Thanks, Andrew. Also mentioned that they went on sale again on the website yesterday. So they had an allotment. I don't know if they're sold out yet again, but if you have people who are wanting to purchase them that you know of, they did put some more on sale yesterday.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. Sorry, I was just answering Noah
Oh.
and IRC. Tad.
So what's Noah's real name? He doesn't have a phone. He can't come into these meetings.
I don't know. Are you asking me?
It's Noah's in the U.S., right? So, okay.
I don't know.
Just
I think
just
I
curious.
think that's for Noah to reveal.
All right.
Okay, I think we're done. Thanks everyone for joining, for all your hard work on Firefox OS and Firefox for Android. I will see all of you, or most of you, except for Tyler, who has 8,000 meetings tomorrow, working on our sumo write help articles day. Please pick something from the list to work on, put your name next to it, or let someone know that you're doing it. And I thank you in advance.
All right.
Have a good week. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. All right. Bye.
See you.